Purposefully Profitable Podcast, Episode 13. Welcome to Tips and Techniques Tuesday with your host, the Profitability Professor, Russ Barnes, CEO of Systro, organization strategist for small business, producing the principles that prepare you to progress purposefully towards profitability and prosperity. Let's get started. Tuesday's tip: lead where you have the best opportunity for learning. There is nothing easy about leadership. Every business environment, business to consumer, business to business, and business to government is unique and changes continuously, even faster now, given the technology that provides the customer with an information advantage. Each industry is unique. Some are product focused, others are service based, and some are information intensive, each requiring different styles of leadership. Each organization is unique, some large, some small, some simple, some complex, some local, some national. Each type of company is unique, some brick and mortar, others click and order, some mobile, others global. And each and every person is unique: age, ethnicity, education, experience, skill, talent, ability. So how does one person, the leader, make the right decisions and exhibit the right behaviors to achieve the desired results for the right people? Today's tip builds on concepts that we have covered in previous episodes of the Purposefully Profitable Podcast, particularly episode 3, where we went into detail about how to operate from your position of personal strength. Underlying today's tip is the idea that to be the best leader requires you to learn about yourself as a way to be authentic. So I recommend listening or re-listening to episode 3. It will give you ideas on how to connect with your authenticity. History describes several leaders who were largely ineffective until a serendipitous event occurred which put them in the spotlight and made them famous. As you read these stories, you realize that the people didn't change. The circumstances around the people changed and put them in positions where their talent and experience made them the perfect people for the time. On the other hand, you hear about people who became fed up with the status quo and decided to do things differently. They blazed a new trail and others followed. There is a full range of stories that fill the span between these two perspectives, but what is common throughout is the fact that no matter what the circumstances, the leader was operating from a position of authenticity, and being authentic makes it easier for you to learn. Authenticity as a leader is based on first identifying who you are as a leader. There are many styles of leadership. The ones I've seen most commonly are the authoritarian style of leadership: command and control, directive, telling others what to do and using rewards and punishment to get them to do it. Another broad category is influencer. Persuade people that the effort will be beneficial for everyone involved. Use logic to describe why the decision to cooperate is in the best interest of the individual. A third style is visionary. Appeal to the emotion and excitement of achieving the extraordinary. What makes one better over another is based on your personality, your environment, and your desired outcomes. To be authentic, your leadership style has to be sustainable. If you are an authoritarian style person and you feel compelled to become a visionary style leader, nothing says that it can't be done. But if you don't have an incredibly strong motivation for making the change from authoritarian to visionary, then under pressure, which is when most leaders thrive, you will likely revert to your own natural style. My recommendation is to accept your style and look to be the best version of that style. The people who appreciate your approach to leadership will be attracted and they will stay. Those who don't like it will go. From your authenticity, you will end up with a team that needs you to be who you are. You'll be happier and more effective because your people will validate your value. To identify your style, you can begin by reflecting on times past, when you found yourself in situations where people were looking to you for answers and you just seemed to have the right ones. In some cases, you didn't know why things happened to click for you in that moment, but you had a feeling of confidence in your decisions and in your direction. In thinking about those situations, you can get a sense of when you were functioning within your positions of strength. Marcus Buckingham wrote a book called The Truth About You, where he provides you with a process for identifying your strengths and weaknesses by monitoring your moods. This is a critical starting point. At this moment, I have to ask you to accept the idea that it's not possible to be the perfect leader for all people in all circumstances. Perhaps you are that person, in which case I'm incredibly pleased that you are listening to the Purposefully Profitable Podcast, and which actually makes perfect sense because the perfect leader is always learning. The perfect leader knows that the more you learn, the more you understand about a wide variety of environments, industries, organizations, companies, and individuals, the more adaptable you are to evolving situations. Most of us base our decisions regarding people on what we know about ourselves. This makes for a very limited ability to build a team. When we are at that level, we tend to build teams populated with people who are like us. We understand them more easily, which makes communication more effective. We like them better because we like ourselves, and they reflect our values and beliefs. And we can more easily justify our reasons for choosing them because when we talk about them, we are literally talking about ourselves. When we read and travel and network, we learn about and interact with people who are not like us, and we begin to understand things from a different point of view. We realize that teams of people who are different are able to come up with better ideas because a wider variety of perspectives can be considered. This gives us the ability to build teams of people who are not like us because we've learned to understand them, which makes communication more effective. We like them because we realize that we are as different to them as they are to us, and that perhaps their basic values and beliefs are not actually so different than ours. And as a result, we can justify our reasons for choosing them because we can talk about what they bring that will make the team more effective. So this brings us to Tuesday's technique. Very simply, join Toastmasters. Some of you are saying, yes, I am a Toastmaster. Others are saying, what does making toast or giving toasts have to do with today's tip of lead where you have the best opportunity for learning? Hold on to your hat. Toastmasters is an organization that focuses on helping people improve leadership and communication. Toastmasters is an international organization populated primarily by volunteers. It is the only organization that I know of where the entire leadership structure changes every year, from the international president who oversees a global operation of more than 300,000 people to the sergeant at arms at the club level. This organization has done this for more than 90 years and continues to thrive. If you are looking for lessons in leadership, this is the place to go. Toastmasters is a place where you have the best opportunity for learning who you are as a leader and then taking those lessons and applying them to your life. Once you know who you are as a leader and can function consistently from your position of strength and authenticity, I recommend that you seek out leadership opportunities from that point forward that are based on where you have the best opportunities for learning. If you are going to be purposefully profitable, You must have the ability to energize people to contribute the best of their talent and abilities to the cause. The good news is, this is a skill that can be learned, and you will learn best if you continually look for opportunities to lead where you have the best opportunity to learn. In summary, here are 5 key points from today's Tips and Techniques Tuesday. 1. Identify your authenticity as a leader that will enable you to be purposefully profitable. 2. Understand that the best leaders are learners. 3. Put yourself in positions through travel and networking where you can learn about people. 4. Enhance your ability to energize people to contribute their talent to a cause. 5. Join Toastmasters as a place to lead where you have the best opportunity for learning. This has been another Tips and Techniques Tuesday with your host, the Profitability Professor, Russ Barnes. If you have questions or feedback, please forward them to russ@systro.org. We would love to hear from you. Subscribe to the Purposefully Profitable Podcast today so that you will not miss a single episode. And thank you for listening.